We're here with, that's right, the creators of Stan Lee's Kids Universe. I'm telling you, you have got something here so special and so groundbreaking. How did you get involved with this whole project?
Well, I've known Stan for over 10 years. We've become very good friends. We started by selling a couple properties together, like ideas we came up with. Then we started collaborating naturally. We had the first book we did together is Romeo and Juliet, The War, a retelling of Romeo and Juliet that we set up at Lionsgate now. So we're working towards making that into a movie. And after that, we said, why don't we start a label together, like a children's label, where, because Stan hadn't focused, of course he's done all these things that kids love, but we wanted to focus for children under 10. So we started, what are we going to name it? Stan Lee's Kids Universe, of course. Everyone knows what it is. You get it. You know who it's for. So we do different age books, you know. We started with books because we wanted to honor Stan. He comes from that medium, you know, with all the comics and graphic novels. So that's why we started with picture books, some comics at the same time, and graphic novels. Then it became, you know, like downloadable books. And now we're moving towards animation. Of course, you want to bring them to life. So animation, TV or film, games, but also in this case, augmented reality, because we want to embrace, you know, the future, virtual reality, augmented reality. So we partnered with Playing Forward to do, you know, to Dex T-Rex in augmented reality, our book.
I want to say congratulations on this. Does it ever feel like the days, remember, we don't remember because we weren't there, but when sound was introduced into film, and then before long it was from black and white, which everybody accepted. Now it's, ooh, it's color, let's play with that. What can we do with that? Do you feel like you're in that little moment of, you know, the rest of the next 50, 60, 80 years, 100 years, and you're at the pioneer stage of that?
Look, it's one of the first books, right? So, of course, when you see it, you know, John is here with me from Playing Forward. When we see it for the first time, Dex coming up, you're like, whoa, you know, you're blown away, right? Of course, you can throw a rock and hit someone that's working on VR or AR now in Hollywood or in Silicon Valley. But for this to be one of the first products, it's super exciting to us, right? And then, you know, you bring the character to life and you can tell this story better. The kids love it, so it's easier, let's say, to educate them. That's our goal, you know, education and entertainment.
And make it fun, right?
Yeah, I love just the name of that, Dex T-Rex. Like, that is so cute. How did you come up with that? And tell us a little bit about that.
That was a book we found, basically, from Katja Bowser that we really loved. We worked with her on it. And then Stan, because he always jumps in and we kind of figure out, edit them a little bit and all that stuff. And we just loved all the messages, you know. It's about a little dinosaur, mischievous little dinosaur who starts breaking things. And then he does, you know, he hurts a little animal and he realizes how bad it is and he goes back to fix it. So it's great themes for children, families, you know. So
I mean, we actually fell in love with Dex T-Rex. I mean, when we saw him, we really wanted to do it. When we started working with Terry, I won't say I was on my knees begging, but we were close. And it's just a beautiful book. And the thing about Stan Lee's Kids Universe and everything that's being done there is, you know, the word universe is really important there. I mean, there's that what we're building here is we're building these worlds for kids to go in, so their imaginations can really come to life for them. And you know, just the positive message around everything to do with the brand. I mean, everybody knows Stan Lee for basically reinventing our whole pop culture, but what Stan Lee's Kids Universe is doing with kids, outside of, I mean, I'm the technology guy, but if without having that amazing storytelling, and then the technology is really useless. And so for us, Dex was just the obvious first book because it's so amazing. I mean, I'm 47 years old. I've read it like 27 times. So
that's cute.
But we're working on a lot more books, a lot more properties. We also released now this weekend Dinosaurs versus Puppies, which is a partnership with Cesar Millan. So Stan Lee and Cesar Millan present.
We love Cesar Millan. We actually interviewed him at the Imagen Awards, and that man how did you bring him along on that? Did he approach you? You approached him?
No, we approached him. We approached him because we were looking for someone to partner with us on this book. And it had, you know, dinosaurs, puppies, right? So puppies, Cesar Millan, period. He's the icon of, you know,
And what a great story, you know, from him, and you know, from the days that he actually planned it. And we talked about that, about his backstory, and you know, he would go on the doors of people and tell them, hey, I can help you with your dogs, and then to come to full circle with you, and then you approach him. That's an amazing dream. You guys are dream makers. You are dream creators. And I always say to people that crush dreams, get out of the way. What would you say to those that you know, but whether they be teachers, parents, people on the forefront of these kids? You want to inspire imagination, but what do you say to those that are putting down imagination?
Listen, life is all about dreaming, you know, so you cannot, anyone who puts down imagination is doing the wrong thing. We want to, you know, we want to help kids, we want to educate kids. We're always open for people to send us stories and all that stuff. If we can help, you know, through Stanley's Kids Universe, we'll publish the best stories. We you know, that's what it's all about. We have the responsibility to honor Stan and this big legend now, like Walt Disney, and you know, a massive creator. So everything that has to do with embracing that and educating children and families, that's all we want to do.
I think one of the other important things to do from a technological perspective is that the research that we've done. I mean, there's years of research that's gone into our platform. And only half of that is computer graphics technology. The other half of that is we've worked with UBC, we've done research on child development, we've done research on what the positive effects are of children being exposed to this kind of story. Dex T-Rex is a perfect social emotional learning story, and if you just look up social emotional learning online and learn about it, you'll realize that in cognitive skills such as STEM or reading or mathematics, they can increase by as much as 11.5%. So to the parents who are not paying attention to this, they're hurting their own children. And so why not have them have fun, expand their universe, expand their imagination, and be happier children at the same time?
Well, I'm glad that you said that, because as we were talking, that's what I was thinking for like some of our parents who will tune into this, who might not be familiar with the comic book world, familiar with, you know, Stan Lee's universe for kids. And what you said right there puts it into perspective. You're putting in a great message to teach these kids to learn. And what better, I mean, if I had children, that's exactly what I would be having my children read. I have nieces and nephews, and I'm like, where can I get this? So kudos to you.
The fact that I have a 3.5-year-old has a little bit to do with my focus, so yeah.
It helps. That's focus. That's called the focus group, right? You get the focus group in, and you're like, okay. And they tell you if it's good or bad. And what's been the focus groups like? You know, I mean, did you do that in this process, or did they now you just see the results of that?
Absolutely. Every time we come up with a book or a product, we do a focus group. So it's very funny right there. You know what they like, what they don't like, because they'll toss it, they turn There's no kind, you know, being kind.
There's no gray area.
No gray area.
If they're bored, they will tell you.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Well, I want to say thank you so very much, both of you, for spending time with us here on the Hollywood Social Lounge. And I've got to say again, for those that want to find out more information, where do they go? Stanley'sKidsUniverse.com. The destination for, you know, of course, our website is destination for families to find really quality stuff for those children. And then
playingforward.com, which is playing4ward.com.
Awesome. Go check it out. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez with
Kelly V. Dolan.